Hi guys, we were studying about two different strategies of procuring or collecting the materials required for craft production. We are done with the materials. How can we collect the materials from the subcontinent in and around the Harappan civilization? Now we are into the second point, that is how we could collect or procure the materials from the land which is very distant from Harappan civilization, which is very far from Harappan civilization. So we had a lot of contact with the distant lands from where we collected a lot of materials. We are going to discuss this topic into three different points. First one is we have got some chemical proofs to show that we have collected the materials from the distant lands. That is chemical analysis. That is the first point. This is so chemical analysis. That the second one is we have a distinct type of vessel which is called Harappan, distinct type of vessel which is called the Harappan jar, found in the distant lands. That's the second proof we have. The third one is third point is some of the Mesopotamian texts, means books, maybe a religious book or maybe secular book talking about different regions like Harappa and other distant places, and their materials being circulated among themselves. So these are the three different points we are going to see. The first one, the recent archaeological finds suggest that copper was also probably brought from Oman. Okay, Oman is a no peninsular Arabian peninsular country. It is located at tip of Arabian Peninsula, and no, there is some of the copper is brought from. This is archaeological finds say. How can we be sure of this? How can we be very sure of this? Because chemical analysis, when we were chemically, when we were studying the mixtures of all these artifacts, we come to know that the Harappan artifacts and the artifacts or the pots or some other materials craft that is made in Oman as well as in Harappa, both have got the traces of nickel. Okay, both. So nickel is being mixed into their artifacts, into their craft. So that proved that this had a common origin. So it suggested that both Oman craft as well as Harappan craft had a common origin. So this is the first point to tell us. Okay, the first evidence to tell us that we had a contact with the distant land. Okay, the other one is a distinct type of vessel called a Harappan jar, coated with a thick layer of black color clay, is also found in Oman. Okay, Omani sites, that is Oman में ये जो jar है, it is only being produced only in Harappa, and it is being found in the sites of Oman. And why what is the use of this jar? Such a thick coating, so they do a lot of coatings into this, and this coating prevent the percolation of liquids. Percolation means leaking. Okay, it doesn't leak the liquid or water or whatever is stored, but we do not, very important line is this, but we do not know the what was carried in this vessel. So what was the use of this vessel? We do not know. We do not know what was carried in these vessels, but it is possible that the Harappans exchanged the contents of these vessels for a Omani copper. So we needed copper. Harappans needed copper, and Omans were very fond of this jar because they used to store a lot of things. What was stored, what was carried in this jar, we are not very sure, but we exchanged with the Omans. So this is second point to tell us that we had a contact with the distant land. The third one, some of the Mesopotamian texts to the datable to the 3rd millennium BC refer to copper coming from a region called Magan. Magan, perhaps the name for Oman. Please, all of you underline this. So Magan is a name probably used for a Oman, and interestingly enough, copper found at Mesopotamian sites. So a lot of copper found in Mesopotamian sites, and the Mesopotamian texts very clearly refer to copper coming from Magan. Okay, so the copper or the crafts that are found in Mesopotamia contains the traces of nickel again. So there is a common origin. Okay, some of the archaeological finds suggest that long distance contexts also include like Harappan seals में weights में dyes beads ये सब common होते हैं. इनमें से जो seals में जो सब picture है whatever is depicted in the seal has got a direct contact to tell us that there is a distant land trade हुआ करता था. So that is another element. In this context, it is worth noting that Mesopotamian text mentioned the contact with regions called Dilmun, probably the island of Bahrain, and Magan and Meluha, very important. Possibly the Harappan region का एक नाम इन्होंने Mesopotamian text में Harappan region के लिए एक नाम दिया था, वो उनके text में mentioned है, that is Meluha. So Meluha is the name given by Mesopotamian text for Harappan region. So what this text tell that there is a contact with the regions, three regions, that is Dilmun region, Magan region and Melua region. So there is a clear-cut proof for this, and they mentioned the products come from Melua. So what are the products that were being brought from Melua? That is Karlanian. We studied Karlanian very readily available in Gujarat, and lapis lazuli, shotka in Afghanistan, copper of course, gold. Copper we have Khetri region Rajasthan, gold in South India, and variety of woods. All these products are brought from Melua region. Okay, and the Mesopotamian myth. So what is myth? Something that is not real. Says of Melua that may your bird be Haja bird, may its call be heard in the royal palace. So the myth में उनका एक myth है, उसमें एक important line लिखा हुआ है that may your bird be the Hajab bird. Some archaeologists think that the Hajab bird was the peacock, so they used the Hajab bird name for peacock. Did it get this name from its call, the way it makes noise? उससे नाम आया क्या? A lot of questions they have no answer for this. It is likely that communication with Oman and Bahrain and Mesopotamia was by sea, and Mesopotamian texts refer Melua as the land of seafarers, voyagers, or those who travel. So it is considered to be a land through which we can only travel by sea, not through land. This is what the Mesopotamian texts speak about Melua. So this is another important topic to be studied well. So 2 strategies. One is in and around Indus Valley civilization. Second, distant trade with the other countries. So this is we covered the last 2 videos. We covered another topic that is strategies for procuring the materials required for the craft production. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.